Hello, it's a beautiful day today, it's Friday, I have a day off, and you very well know what it means. So, the plan for today is to hook up this fuel pressure regulator. As you can see, I've already started a bit. I hook up the vacuum to it, and now I'm disassembling the old pressure regulator, which, if you can remember, is not holding on correctly. And I've just learned that it's a good idea to depressurize the fuel system before you dismantle it, because I just spilled fuel like everywhere. Anyways, this is the first thing we're going to do, and the second thing is the wheels. We are going to finish scraping the rest of them, right to left, and then we will maybe prime them. We'll see. Okay, the progress so far. I have been here for almost 2 hours, and I managed to do basically nothing, as per usual. So I have mounted the adapter thingy plate to the fuel rail. That was pain. I don't know if the product was bad or just I missed something, or I don't know. But there was like here an O-ring is supposed to go, and this was also on the adapter thing. But there was on this side there was some kind of a lip that prevented me to from installing the O-ring correctly. So I had to hammer it down. Yeah, but it is working. I've tested it. I've put a hose on it and blew into it, and it doesn't leak. It was leaking as hell before without the O-ring, surprisingly. I have begun cutting some pipes. I have laid down how it should be, and I need to adapt everything because it is mismatched as hell. Those are basically these fittings. They are focus. Boy, those are. This is AN10 thread, and this is for 10mm hose. And this was the only fitting that I could get for this. This is 8mm, and the retro line is 6mm. So I need to adapt this 6mm to 8, and then from 8 to 10, and then from 8 to 10 to do the main, like the fuel rail thingy. So yeah. Okay, and I'm done. So the main fuel line is hooked up. There is the reduction fitting adapter thingy, and it's connected to the regulator here. And then here is the retro line. It goes through one adapter down there, and the second, and to the retro line. So everything regarding fuel should have been done. So now it's time to start it up, and I'm really nervous because if something is not like perfectly tight, fuel will be everywhere, and potentially it may blow up. So hopefully. So I have the fire extinguisher ready, and yeah, we will see what will happen. Oh. Okay, well, the good news is that there is a pressure. The bad news is that the gauge is leaking. From here, it is literally spraying the fuel everywhere, and this is wet. Everything down there is completely wet. This is fucked, and yeah. Also, if you can see, there is liquid building up on this adapter thingy. Fucking hell, I have to remove this completely, remove the gauge, find the leak, probably seal it with the seal tape, And returning it back, it is rising. Okay, another great thing just happened. This day was supposed to be awesome and I was really excited, but now I'm fucking regretting everything. So you know what was the culprit for the leak, right? It was the gauge that was spraying fuel all over the place. So I was retightening it, and it consists of two parts, this nut and the gauge itself. So I was tightening it down. This was a solid piece of metal with the O-ring on it, so I just tightened it down with a wrench. Not as hard as I could, but it's on pretty tight, and I've also added some, like the thread tape. That was solid, and then I went to screw on this, and as you can see, the thread just snapped in half. Okay, status update. My idiot ass remembered that this came with the FPR. It's basically just like a plug for the gauge hole. So I found it, put it in. Everything is holding back again, so I'm going to try to prime it. Hopefully this won't spray and this won't seep. This looks like it is not leaking. No, this is completely dry, this is fine. But this shit, this is... I mean, it cost like $4, so that was kind of to be expected. Sometimes I wonder if I'm just the luckiest person alive, or I don't know. But yesterday Matthias was here and he was mounting a new oil catch can because he doesn't have the catch can, and the thing that was supposed to catch the oil wasn't doing it, and he left one O-ring here, and I've called him. I told him that I basically don't have the O-ring for this. It was like literally spraying fuel everywhere, and he told me that either to put like a silicone around it or to find that one O-ring. So I have found it, and it was the proper size. So I have mounted it on there. It is holding snugly. This bolt, or not the bolt, this like the thread inside is completely fucked, because when we, well, not us, it's kind of Matthias's fault, because he was the old one held there pretty badly and he did that, so that thread is completely fucked. So I have to probably also order a new fuel rail sometime later. It seems that nothing is leaking. This is completely dry, this is dry, this is dry, top of it is dry. There is no fuel on bottom, like okay, there is a bit, but maybe that's the residue. This is basically dry, hoses are fine, all the adapter fittings seems to be dry, nothing is leaking. Okay, nothing seems to be on fire, that's good. Yeah. I will let it run for a while, I will let the engine get warm. Okay, so the engine is hot again. I have let it warm up for like 10 minutes. Nothing seems to be leaking so far. I have taken it for a drive around. After 5 hours, almost 6 hours, I finally managed to mount the fucking regulator. Also, I've moved the pipe and it looks a lot better. Yeah, so on to the next thing, which is probably the wheels. Alright, so a bunch of time passed. I have no idea what time is it actually. But all the wheels are done. Here is the last one, and here are the rest. It is dark in here. Yeah. So I've been thinking if I should paint them today or some other day. I decided to try at least this one, this wheel. Just like first coat, or maybe first two coats of the base coat, like the primer thing. Okay, I've just finished the first coat, and to be honest, I don't know if the primer is fucky or I'm just dumb, or I don't know, but it was doing some weird like splashing stuff. Like it was splashing the color instead of making like nice coats. I had to use a thinner, but I don't know how much did I put in. This is how it looks after first coat. It is not as good as I expected. There is some stuff that flew from the ground on it, but otherwise, yeah, this is not that nice. Hopefully the few more coats will coat it, and then color will hide it. It will be painted all black. So it is not looking that bad, as you can see on the rim. So we will see. I will put at least 2 more coats. I would love to put like 4 coats on it, but I don't know, we'll see. And I will let it dry. Alrighty, so I will be finishing soon because it is almost 9 PM. It has been a really long day. And it's turned out actually really freaking awesome. Like, it is now almost uniform. The texture is still like, you can see the spray, but it is a lot cleaner than it was before, obviously. You can see it is looking very nice. Inside it is like this weird porous thingy, and also these holes are still visible. They are just visible. I haven't touched it, but it looks like they are just like there, like the outline of them. I will sand it down with the paper with some water, so it will not be everywhere. And yeah, hopefully I will smooth out those thingies on the sides. So this day was a long day. I had a day off and I did a lot of work, which was very nice. So that's it for today. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.